So in this video I'm going to consider exercise 42, which is to be found on page 20. The exercise is about finding the equation of a polynomial. So what do we have? We consider a fourth order polynomial. Fourth order means highest power of x appearing in the equation of the polynomial is 4. So the equation of the polynomial looks like this. Let's call the polynomial p. P has the equation y equals a times x to the power of 4 plus b times x to the power of 3 plus c times x squared plus d times x plus e. See here, power of 4 means highest power of x appearing in the function equation is 4. Okay, so what is our problem? Our problem is the following one. If you consider the function equation, well, of course we have here the y and the x, the two variables. However, in addition, we have these letters here, a, b, c, d, and e, and our task is to find these letters here. So now, and this is important to understand, since we have 5 letters here, we need 5 equations. So we need 5 equations. If we have 5 equations, well, we can generate a system of equations and then we can take the calculator and solve that system. So our task is to find these 5 equations. Afterwards, well, we're basically done. So what do we know? Let's read the exercise. A fourth order polynomial has the slope m equals -3 in point 20. So slope in point 20 is m equals -3. So this is the first thing we know. And now it's important to understand the following thing. If the polynomial has a slope of m equals -3 in this point here, well then of course this point has to lie on the graph of the function. So this point lies on the graph of p. And since this point lies on the graph of p, the coordinates of this point satisfy the function equation. Well, that's the basic idea. So we can plug the coordinates of this point into the function equation up here. This leads to 0 equals a times 2 to the power of 4 plus b times 2 to the power of 3 plus c times 2 to the power of 2 plus d times 2 plus e. Doing the calculations, 0 equals 16a plus 8b plus 4c plus 2d plus e. And this is my nice first equation here. So, and this equation is just the result of plugging the coordinates of this point into the function equation. So in addition, we have the slope. Slope, well, the slope is the derivative. So the slope is the derivative at point 2, and this is going to be -3. So let us quickly consider the derivative. That's no problem. So taking the derivative of p leads to 4 times a times x to the power of 3 plus 3 times b times x squared plus 2 times c times x plus d. Now I know that the derivative here at point 2 is -3, so I can plug 2 into the equation of the derivative and set the result equal to -3. So this leads to -3 equals 32 times a plus 12 times b plus 4 times c plus d. this is my second equation. Okay, so what else do I know about my polynomial? Well, I know that it has a saddle point at Q0, 4. So what does this mean? Well, first, of course, same idea as up here. If the polynomial has a saddle point here, well, then this point has to lie on the graph of the polynomial. So Q0, 4 lies on the graph of P. So I can plug the coordinates of this point into the function equation, and that leads to 4 equals E. Well, if I plug 0 into this function equation here, then this is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. So the only thing that remains on this side here is E, and that is equal to 4. So this is my third equation. Now, last thing, saddle point. What does saddle point mean? Well, a saddle point means first derivative 0, second derivative 0 as well. So first derivative at point 0 is 0, and second derivative at point 0 is 0 as well. So I take the first derivative, that's up here, and I plug 0 into this first derivative and set the result equal to 0. That leads to D equals 0. This is equation number 4. The last thing I need, second derivative. Well, second derivative, P double prime of x, is 12 times a times x squared plus 6 times b times x plus 2 times c. So plugging 0 into this second derivative and setting the result equal to 0 leads to 0 equals 2 times c, which means 0 equals c. This is equation number 5. And now I'm done. You see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equations. I take my calculator and solve the system of equations, and as a result I get numbers for a, b, c, d, and e. So I can write down the function equation y equals 3 over 8 times x to the power of 4 minus 5 over 4 times x to the power of 3 plus 4, and that's everything. So thanks for watching. Bye.